Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast, this time discussing the Tom Baker 4th Doctor range, Series 5, Series 5, release number 2, The Labyrinth of Buda Castle. Now, as always, these are just one-disc releases, and I know this is possibly because we're playing catch-up, but it's also because the pacing of the 4th Doctor stories were, on TV, just a little bit large. There was a lot of visual stuff going on. I think Genesis of the Daleks was 6 episodes long, yet on album it comes in at just short of 90 minutes, and nothing's missing. Well, that's what we've got with our 4th Doctor releases, and if you think about it like that, we're a very happy campers. And trust me, something weird happened with the Labyrinth of Buda Castle. And the weird thing is, for the first time in a very long time, the moment that this story finished, before I even listened to the extras, I started listening to it again. I just wanted to hear it straight away. It's a simply brilliant story. It's got atmosphere. Let me see. In the 19th century, the 18th century, a long time ago, people used to read novels about places that were set elsewhere. Dracula's a brilliant example of this sort of thing, and that actually affects this review. But in Dracula, Bram Stoker went to the library and looked up lots of books all about Romania to produce a sort of travel log, and that's what the majority of Dracula's made up of. It's to give a level of what we used to call verisimilitude, truthfulness, to the text, to what you were reading at the time, or what we're listening to now. It's a setting, and as a travel log, as a setting, as just a background to the story, that's what we've got. Now, I've been to these places. Obviously, I didn't go in 1980. I would have been 8, but I have been to Budapest, and the atmosphere, the place, it's captured so eloquently, so beautifully, so absolutely spot on that you actually think, you know, when they did City of Death and they went to Paris, did they get another cheap flight out to Budapest? And then you go, no, this has been recorded now. This isn't some lost recording that they've just put onto CD and brought you out. No, this has been recorded now and released now. And if you don't think about it, you just go along with it. Yes, it's got the perfect feel of that Douglas Adams City of Death season, but it's not silly. It's got some remarkably funny lines, the sort of thing that Adams would have injected as the script editor. But the actual story itself, it's simple, it's straightforward, it's well performed. Oh, the performance and the ideas behind them are very, very good. Yes, it's got echoes of things that we've heard before, but that's actually referred to in the story. Yes, the whole idea of vampire hunters trying to track down the original Vlad the Impaler, who was indeed imprisoned in the labyrinth underneath Buda Castle. Yeah, it all fits together like a perfect clockwork. It's just gorgeous. Look, here's the synopsis. The Doctor and Romana land in Budapest, intent on enjoying another holiday. But shortly after landing, they find themselves too late to save the life of a man who has seemingly been attacked by a vampire. As they learn that this is the latest in a series of violent attacks, it becomes clear that they have stumbled into something that needs investigating. Aided by a vampire hunter who is searching for Dracula, they look into the nearby Buda caves, currently being used for storage by the military, and they find the soldiers have problems of their own. Stalked through the tunnels by a monster, and up against an ancient evil, the race is on to escape alive and foil the dastardly schemes of the maniacal Zoltan Frid. Now, Tom Baker's Doctor is so on form that, as I said, it feels as if it's part of a TV. Lala Ward just gets better. She's being given more and more to do in audio, but just enough to retain that perfect characterisation. You've got Celia Soames, but it's Mark Bonnar, the guy who was one of the doppelgangers and the workers in that story, who is just absolutely brilliant. He has the single most malevolent voice, and in the extras he actually says it was an accidental discovery, this voice. It's brilliant. Yes, it does have a certain feel of that Jupiter Rising villain, but I don't care. It's wheezy, it's groany, it's absolutely pitch perfect. Oh, it could be so moustache twirling, but it just isn't. His character shines. It would be a shame for this villain not to return with this voice if the guy can only get back into it. Because to me, he would have ended up going home with one hell of a bad throat. It's got an out of their depth unit feel going on as well in the background. So, as far as I'm concerned, jump on now and get this. Now, one of my complaints about this has been the one disc format, only when it becomes a multi-part story. Release number 5.3, 5.4 and 5.5 all fit together into one story. That's the equivalent of a 3-disc set. Does that become one 3-disc story? Or they're still going to be coming out at one a month, which will of course encourage, oh yes, you know what's coming. Cliffhangers. Actual cliffhangers that involve you waiting a whole month for a story. How could we possibly manage? So if you like vampires, if you like European travel, if you've ever even been to Budapest, hell, if you like the 4th Doctor in this season, just get this. You will not be disappointed. So with that, I'll play the trailer and speak to you very soon about Doctor Who. So until next time, be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions. Doctor Who, the 4th Doctor Adventures, The Labyrinth of Buda Castle.
Loading action seems good. Hope they don't lock up like the... Kovacs! These caves have been commandeered by the military. Identify yourself immediately or face arrest. Keep away!
Wonderful, wonderful Budapest.
You could hum the Blue Danube if you're looking for a tune. That flows right through here.
You'll be telling me next that Budapest's a good place to buy tulips. This is it.
He's been murdered.
Stay back! You've claimed your last victim, Count Dracula.
You've made the mistake of finding me kneeling beside a body and assuming I'm the killer.
This is the 7th victim in 2 weeks, all in this area.
And you're investigating this?
Yes.
What the... No!
Is this seat taken?
I'm waiting for a friend.
I suspect your friend is a fiction.
Big Finish. We love stories.
Where to?
The labyrinth of Buda Castle and step on it, cabby.
Okay.
Subscribers get more at bigfinish.com.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.